Hey you guys, so I'm trying to go ahead and show you step by step how to make a quizzes on Canvas. So this is me going ahead and showing you guys kind of the steps on how to do it. So first thing, I recommend going ahead and making the quiz under a module, and then the step by steps we'll go ahead and go through it as a visual. So my goal is to go ahead and start a new module for my kids. We are starting a whole new chapter. So for me, my chapters are based off the modules. So I'm going to be adding this worksheet page to that, and I'm going to be creating quizzes for their warm up, possible outcomes, and then a few other things on here as well. Okay. So you guys will go ahead and see I kind of have the page set up. I just need to go ahead and make it happen. All right. So I recommend going ahead and making these in your modules. As said before, this is where you guys can go ahead. Let's see if I get rid of this. There we go. Okay. This is where you guys can go ahead and kind of just start with a module. You can do this by clicking on add module. You can give it a title. For me, I've been doing my modules as chapters. So for me, our next chapter is probability. And we're going to be working on it starting on the 20th to whatever date it is until I switch it. So I go ahead and I do add now. When you add your modules, first thing you'll go ahead and see is that your module will be at the very bottom. For me, my kids act like they can't scroll, so I go ahead and I set my module at the top. You can go ahead and have your kids do it however they need to. But for purposes, I'm going to make sure that you guys see everything. So now I have my module here. I'm going to go ahead and add in that sample space page by clicking on that plus and adding in my page. So I know I called it sample space. They do have these in alphabetical order. I also have the date that I went ahead and I made it right there next to it. I do need to switch this to the 20th just so I can make sure. So let me edit this real quick. Since I saw my flaw. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so my page is there. I'm pretty much good. This is just about me going ahead and making sure that the modules are there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add in a quiz. I'm going to go ahead and whenever I add in my quiz, remember I did the drop down, clicked on quiz. I'm going to click on this create a quiz. You will then go ahead and see the options of new quiz, classic quiz. Be sure it's new quiz. All right. And then you're going to go ahead and name it. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and call it, let's say, this is going to be their warm up. So warm up. Possible, if I can spell, outcomes. You want these assignments to go ahead and be short and sweet. If you have your assignments already split up into different folders, you can go ahead and assign it into a different folder. Otherwise, it'll just go under assignments or imported assignments, depending which is. This is going to be a warm up, so I'm going to go ahead and include it with my warm up or exit tickets. I'm going to go ahead and click add, and immediately you'll see it pop up underneath your module. So here, I'm going to go ahead and click onto this tab right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and set it up. Okay, so I'm given all these things. The point system, I want the kids to be able to see it out of 100. The assignment group, I check the assignment group, make sure it's where I need to be. The display grade, I normally display the points as their grade. It'll scale it out of 100 even if I don't have 100 points. If I want this synced to PowerSchool, I make sure that this box is checked, and then who I assign it to. Now, if I don't want to assign it to everybody, say you guys have all of your students inside a Canvas page, but maybe you have like different preps, such as having 7th grade or 8th grade or algebra, bio, whatever, right? You can easily go ahead and just exit out And then it'll ask you, who do you want to assign this to? You can give it to specific students, you can give it to specific classes, or you can give it to everybody. So I'm going to make sure that everybody gets this. So this is my first, second, third, and my sixth period. When it's due, well, since the grading cycle is ending soon, I'm going to go ahead and have it be that following Monday. And this is going to be available from the 20th at 8 a.m. until the 6th. Ooh, when I wanted to do was the 20th at midnight. Glad I went ahead and I checked that. All right, so now you have everything set up. This is where we are now going to go ahead and start building, okay? So now that this is the basic setup of your quiz, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, or I'm going to end the video here, and then I will get back to you on how the questions can go ahead and be made. That's it.